Sometimes an early season slump is just that, a slump. No different or more significant than a rough patch at any other point of the year. But sometimes those early season struggles can be a troubling sign of what's to come. And that's the case in Denver, where the Nuggets' shaky start is showing us just how far the 2023 champions have fallen. Full disclosure, this episode is being recorded before the Nuggets play 2 games in Toronto and Brooklyn, so there's a good chance Denver has climbed back to 500 by the time you watch this. But don't be fooled by any measure of success against the rebuilding Raptors and Nets. The Nuggets are in trouble, and their first 2 games of the season, losses to the Thunder and Clippers, showed us why. The biggest talking point around the Nuggets heading into the season was whether Christian Braun could fill Kentavious Caldwell-Pope's shoes in the starting lineup. For the most part, Braun has been a solid two-way starter through the first week of the season, but this topic sheds light on 2 key reasons Denver has fallen off. First and foremost, the talent drain that's happened since the 2023 parade. Sure, Denver's core 4 is still in place, but between KCP in 2024 and Bruce Brown and Jeff Green in the summer of 2023, the Nuggets have watched 3 of their top 7 rotation players from the title team walk for nothing in free agency. Whether it's frugal ownership, fear of the second apron, or a combination of both, the fact is that kind of cap crunch is hard to recover from. Christian Braun, Peyton Watson, and Julian Strawther are trying to pick up the slack, but expecting that trio of 23 and unders to all emerge as key contributors for a contender is wishful thinking. The other key point highlighted by Braun replacing Caldwell-Pope in the starting lineup is Denver's math problem. The Nuggets are nowhere near potent enough from beyond the arc. That might surprise you, given that this team is headlined by Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. But Denver's three-point woes were already glaring last season. Though they ranked top 10 in three-point percentage, the 2023-24 Nuggets ranked dead last in three-point attempt rate and 23rd in three-pointers made per 100 possessions. And that was with KCP shooting better than 40% from deep on more than 4 attempts per game. Braun entered this season as a 37% three-point shooter on less than 2 attempts per game. Unsurprisingly, Denver's opening week three-point ranks hovered between 18th and 25th in terms of frequency, efficiency, and makes, which has contributed to a Jokic-led team somehow boasting the league's worst offense. Also not helping, off-season pickup Russell Westbrook going 1 for 9 both inside and outside the arc to start his Nuggets tenure.
I mean, we don't shoot the ball, but we are not a good shooting team, I think.
Another issue for Denver, and one we touched on after Murray signed a max extension, is that the Canadian sharpshooter just hasn't looked quite right since the spring, when ankle injuries and other ailments limited him in the playoffs and Olympics. If Murray is anything but his absolute best, even the all-time brilliance of Jokic won't be enough to prop up this suddenly anemic offense. Again, I know we're talking small sample sizes here, but it doesn't bode well for the Nuggets that their opening week point differential had them sandwiched between some of the league's expected tankers.
But no company is better than bad company.
And finally, the last red flag has to be that both opening week losses came in Denver, which is supposed to be the association's toughest place to play. Not somewhere the Kawhi-less Clippers should be able to escape with their first win of the season. Between the mile-high altitude, Jokic's dominance, and an overall excellent squad, the Nuggets combined to go 67-15 at home over the last 2 seasons. So yeah, an 0-2 start to this year's campaign is concerning. Look, Jokic and the Nuggets are still too good to be bad. They're going to bounce back, and they're gonna cruise to the playoffs. But 6 or so months from now, when it becomes painfully obvious that this team is no longer a surefire contender, remember the warning signs from their first couple games. Unfortunately for Denver, this start is all too real. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button.